the learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to write effective resumes for campus placement interviews or job interviews. Now, let us once again revise what a resume is. A resume is a short written account of your education, career objective, your previous jobs or work experience, internship, projects, skill set, strengths, hobbies or interests, achievements, extracurricular activities, contact information, etc., that you send to an employer when you are looking for a new job. Now, here is a question for you to think over. A resume is a dash formal document. Now, you have to fill in the blank with one of the options here. So, I request you to pause this video for some time, think over the question, write the answer in your course journal, and then you can resume this video. Welcome back, and the answer is a resume is a 1 or 2 page formal document. It should not be more than 1 or 2 pages because the HR manager will not spend more than a minute on each resume. Now we'll discuss about the guidelines for writing a resume. There's nothing like a perfect resume or CV. The assumptions of a good resume are based on guidelines in the books or guidelines by experts on the internet, HR experts, and our own experiences. But there are certain guidelines, characteristics, which are more or less adhered to by many while writing a resume. The guidelines: a resume should not be more than 1 or 2 pages, as a recruiter will not spend more than a minute on each resume. A resume should be in a simple language and not verbose. A resume should be grammatically correct. It's very important that you take due care of grammar while writing a resume. Spell check is very essential while you're writing a resume. So these 2 points, grammar and spell check, are very important because indirectly your resume also reflects your proficiency in English. A resume should not have any false information. No need to give a heading like resume, CV, or biodata according to HR experts, because anyone who looks at this particular document will understand that it is a resume or a CV because it is self-explanatory. No need for a declaration at the end with a name, place, date, etc. Always stick to one tense throughout and do not use words like I, me, we, etc. So do not personalize your resume. Highlight achievements statistically like first in college, second in university, first prize in paper presentation, etc. Do your personal SWOT or SOC analysis before writing your resume. So it's very important that you do your personal SWOT or SOC analysis because you have to write your strengths in your resume. Use words like awarded, presented, conferred, go-getter, motivator, team player, dedicated, hardworking, result-oriented, dependable, etc. wherever possible, because these words highlight your skill sets. It's very important that you always align your resume with the job requirements and highlight the related skills required for the job. Now this is about the font and the font size. So it is always important that you use a reader friendly font, and so you can use Times New Roman or Arial font. Headings should be in a font size of 12 to 14 and the rest of the contents in a font size of 10 to 12 will suffice. Important points or keywords should be in bold or highlighted. This will attract the attention of the HR manager. Make use of resume templates on the internet. So you can definitely log on to canva.com for resume templates. Now the career objective. Career objective defines your career path, so it should be written carefully. It should be in sync with the job profile or company you're applying for. It should be original and not copied. So always take due care not to copy someone else's career objective. Your career objective should be your own. It should reflect your career aspirations, So get it tailor-made as per your profile. Here are some of the examples of career objectives. So let us look at them one by one. These are some model career objectives which you can use for writing or drafting your own career objective. The first, seeking a career in a globally growing organization where I can learn and apply my skills and knowledge for the growth of the organization. So this is a general career objective. You can definitely use it. Second, to get an entry-level position in a multinational IT or automobile or telecommunication company and add value to the organization by developing innovative solutions. You can use IT if you're applying for IT industry. Then you can use automobile if you're applying for an automobile company. You can use it as per your requirements. To utilize my software skills and expertise in a globally expanding IT company that offers professional growth and satisfaction. To utilize my re-engineering and creative potential for developing novel products and services. Now here you're focusing on your creative potential. So you should be ready with some examples to prove your creativity if the HR questions you about your creative potential. Next, to associate with an organization that supplements my present knowledge, skills, and to play a vital role in its growth. 6, to work with a globally growing organization where I can be a part of a team and use my knowledge and marketing skills for advancement of the organization. 7, seeking a career in an organization of international repute where I can put to good use my education and personnel management skills for the advancement of the organization. To strive to be innovative and work in line to achieve the organization's objective. To utilize my re-engineering and creative potential for developing novel infrastructure projects. You can definitely use this particular career objective if you are from a civil engineering background. And the last one, to utilize my re-engineering and creative potential for developing innovative and cost-effective electronic products and solutions. So these were some model career objectives. You can definitely use them to write your own career objective. Now let us look at a model resume. This resume is of Prakhar Jain. He is from BA Computer Science background. He used this particular resume for his job interview of Infosys and he was selected for Infosys. Now as per the guidelines, as you can see, he has not given a heading like a resume or a CV at the top. He has highlighted his name in bold. And this is a novel way of writing his contact information. Now you can see here, he has not written email. Instead, he has used a picture or a symbol for email. And likewise, he has also used symbols for mobile and for his address. This also reflects your creativity or innovation. So definitely a lot of things are reflected through your resume. So you should take due care of all these things. The next part is career objective. Looking for a software developer job in a reputed MNC where I can learn and utilize my knowledge and skills for developing innovative software solutions. About education, he has mentioned his branch here, his stream, that is computer science and engineering, and he has mentioned his education in a tabular format in the reverse chronological order. So as a fresher, you can definitely write your education in the tabular format, which gives a detailed information about your education right from your 10th to your B. Then he has mentioned technical skills. The next part is summer internship. He has mentioned about summer internship, the organization, then the duration and the project name, and he has given the description as well. So it's very important that you mention about your summer internship because as a fresher, this is the area where you gain some kind of experience. The next part is academic projects. So he has mentioned his academic projects here. That is risk analyzer, then e-commerce and insurance policy management. So it's very important that you mention your projects because as I said earlier, projects is also one of the areas where you get some amount of experience, and this is the area where you apply your classroom knowledge in a real-time situation. So this is an area where your experience and expertise is reflected, and the HR manager is very much interested to know about your projects and summer internship. So write them well. Then he has mentioned about his achievements. Then he has mentioned about certifications. then extracurricular activities, mentioned about his strengths, hobbies, and in the end, personal details.